GMAT is an extremely important part of the admission process, because I can't think of one school of worth its grain, worth its salt, which does not take the GMAT. It's a very important process, but the score that you get, as part of your GMAT may vary based on the profile that you bring, the diversity factor that you bring to the business school. So to answer your question, GMAT is extremely important. But if you have a good story, you can always balance it out with other aspects of your application.
GMAT is no doubt an important criteria in the application process because it's a great gauge of both quantitative and verbal abilities. It's also standard across everyone who applies, so I think it should never be undermined. At the same time, I think the overall profile matters greatly. The diversity you can add to the student community also matters a lot. So it's basically all the components which go into evaluating an application.
I think GMAT is extremely important. ISB is a very rigorous one-year management program, and GMAT to a certain extent is reflective of your analytical capabilities, and it helps you prepare for the rigor of the academic program at ISB.
Since I was working for the last 4 years, GMAT was a critical step for me to take the call for doing an MBA program. While preparing for GMAT, I got a chance to understand the B school process, the quantitative rigor and the case study methods. GMAT gave me a chance to understand my strengths and weaknesses, and while I got a good GMAT score, it definitely boosted my confidence for the application process.
GMAT is very important for me, especially as an international candidate. It's a global measurement for students from different countries. Second thing is that GMAT is actually very helpful for the studying I need to do during MBA program.
While GMAT is not the sole criteria by which an application is evaluated, I think GMAT is a very significant contributor to your application process, and a very good GMAT score definitely adds weight to your case.
GMAT exam, of course, is very important. The exam is so comprehensive, it gives a clear idea of the analytical and verbal ability of a candidate. Plus, when you have a decent GMAT score, you get an altogether different confidence when you walk into an interview.